This week on Dude Stuff.
Don't know what you wanna achieve, but make 'em believe you know where you're going. Doesn't matter when you're with me, I like you for you and all that you're doing. I used to be just like you, trying to meet the expectations.
What is going on, guys? Today we're doing a review on the DYU T1. Now this is a different kind of design of folding e-bike. It's made from magnesium alloy and it has absolutely no welding on the frame at all, which is very interesting, and the design is, I'll leave to your opinions. I think everyone's going to be a bit split on this bike. It's very unconventional, the styling of it. Some say it's futuristic, some say other things, but it's definitely different. I give it to DYU. Folding bikes are inherently not very attractive by design usually, but hats off to them for trying something a little bit different with this bike. Anyway, without any further ado, I say we get straight out on this thing and I'll tell you a little bit more about this bike and what I think of it. Let's go. And another thing, apart from the frame design, that makes this bike very unique is the fact that it's actually got torque sensing pedal assist. Most e-bikes come with cadence pedal assist, which delivers power purely based on the speed you're turning the pedals. With torque sensing pedal assist, it delivers power based on how hard you're pushing on the pedals. So if you're only pushing slowly, after a little bit of time, the motor starts to kick in a little bit. If you pedal a little bit harder, it really starts to deliver a lot more power. The only thing I would say immediately from this is I think they've got the threshold of the amount of power slightly wrong, and I've spoken to DYU about this. This is being a little bit, you know, critical. It's good, but I feel like you have to pedal a little bit harder than you have to get the bike to move, you know, a reasonable speed under pedal assist. You come with a throttle in the box but not fitted to the bike, and I have fitted the thumb throttle because I feel like it's a much more usable bike with the thumb throttle attached. So for example, if I want to pull away on this thing, instead of just pushing off with the pedals, I'll use the thumb throttle to get me going. And I just think, regardless of the law, it's just a much safer way to ride the bike and control the bike rather than struggling to push. You know, there's usually a slight delay before the pedal assist kicks in. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, I think, having the torque sensing pedal assist and the thumb throttle on this bike. Regardless of what, you know, the laws may be, whether you're allowed to use throttle or not, I still believe the safest and best way to use an e-bike is with total control of the power. And inherently that's what a cadence sensing pedal assist gives you on most bikes, just on or off, all or nothing power. And for myself, I think it's safer to use a mixture of throttle if you wish to. So this bike comes with 20-inch mag wheels, which by the looks of things are maintenance free, so that's another bonus. You haven't got spokes or anything to flaff around with, or any sort of maintenance issues you'll get on normal metal bicycle wheels. And we're actually going up quite a steep hill now. It's moving not bad. It hasn't actually got a display on this bike, so I can't tell you the speed. However, it's definitely much more easier to ride than you know, a non-electric bike. There is a definite difference regardless of the 250 watt motor. Now this bike comes with absolutely no suspension, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I think it's just a city bike. You know, it's a bike that commuters are going to want to have, people that have got, you know, not a lot of storage or want a small folding bike is exactly what this bike is. You may want a spare bicycle for your missus at home, and this is going to fit the bill nicely. But I'm over a field now just to see, is it awful going across a field? It's actually really smooth. I've actually had suspension bikes that are less smooth than this going over this field. And the fact that it hasn't got suspension is just less maintenance and less things to break. It's a very, very simple designer bike. I think this bike's meant to be suitable from anything from like 5'2" to 6'4", they say. And yeah, I mean, at a push, I don't know if I'd want to be on this at 6'4", but it is going to suit the majority of height people. The handlebars don't seem to have any adjustability in height whatsoever, but the seat does have a lot of adjustability. You can adjust forward and back, and obviously up and down. This bike comes in at a retail price of £850, but check out the link in the video description, guys, for the current pricing and the best legitimate source where to buy this bike without getting scammed. Components wise on this bike, what you're getting for your money, you've got mechanical disc brakes front and back, a rear carry rack on the back, you've got an LED front light which you can turn on via the handlebars. The rear light is an independent LED light which is battery operated, and you switch it on via a switch manually. You've got no display on this bike, guys. It's very simple and basic. You've got an on and off switch with battery level, and the on button also doubles as an on-off switch for the lights. You've got Shimano 7-speed gears on the bike as well. The battery on this bike, guys, is 36 volts, 10 amp hours. So you've got a 360 watt hour lithium battery, which is fully removable, and range-wise, they say 35 miles. Obviously, depending on how much you pedal and use the throttle, I would say expect to get anywhere between 20 and 35 miles. There is no display on this bike, very simple handlebars, just the power button, brakes, bell and gears. It's a very basic bike. On the back of this bike you've got a 250 watt hub motor built into the back wheel, and as far as I know it is not unlockable, so this bike will do 15 miles an hour. And as I said in the beginning, the throttle seems to give you more power than the pedal assist most of the time. And we're going to try a hill test now to see what it's like up a kind of medium length, fairly steep hill. Right, we're now at the bottom of a very long, pretty steep hill. Give you guys a kind of an idea. I am, I believe, about 82 kilograms at the moment. And I'll just click up through the gears a little bit. I do find throttle is way better than pedal assist on this bike, the amount of power it gives you. If you want to get more exercise, the pedal assist is a better option. This is just pedaling only, but if I use the throttle, immediately it feels like the bike's giving me a bit more power up a hill. So I'll leave it down to you guys and your discretion, but I think the bike's better with the throttle. But yeah, much easier to get up the hill than a normal bike. Despite it being a 250 watt motor, it's still vastly better to ride than a normal bicycle. Right guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to check out the links in the video description for getting this bike, this DYU T1. If you're not already subscribed and trying to hit the 35,000 subscriber mark this month, lots more stuff coming up, guys. Let me know if there's any bikes you want to see reviewed, any interesting bikes on the market that I haven't yet covered. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in a video soon. Take it easy.